So Cyberschool has some new ways to integrate your calendar, and previously you would have to go to your Google Calendar and pull your calendar ID or perhaps make a Google Calendar API, and it's a bit of a messy process, and for some it's pretty frustrating. So we have this new calendar integrations option in the site config. So go ahead and open that up. And here are the different calendar integrations we currently support, G Suite or Google. So if you have a Google Calendar, you can connect using this sign in with Google. We also support Office 365 if you need to connect through Microsoft Office. There is a separate video, so I encourage you to watch that one if you have the need to learn how to connect that. So it's really simple. Right now we have Cyberschool connected, and that's hinted by the little black bubble going around Cyberschool there. So on all of our modules, you'll see this one's blank because this is the Cyberschool calendar, and all of our widgets as well. This one is blank as well because we have our Cyberschool calendar connected to that. So if we want to connect our Google Calendar, all we're going to do is click this sign in with Google, and we're just going to choose an account to connect to Cyberschool or connect Cyberschool to. So make sure that you connect your school's account and not your personal account, unless you want to show your personal calendar on your school site. So we're just going to connect that one. And this is just permission setting, saying Cyberschool has access to view email address or view and edit events on your calendars. Yes, calendars, so we can connect more than one calendar now. We're going to click allow. Okay, great. So now that we have that connected, all we've done was make the connection. If I actually go to the calendar module or the calendar widget, I'm not going to see Google anywhere. The reason for that is because first we have to select Google. But before I do that, there's a couple things I want to bring your attention to. This logout button, for one. This logout button basically says I have the wrong account selected, so I need to log out of this account and choose a new account. So if you happen to select your personal one, you can click this log out, and you'll have the option to just log out or log out everywhere. Log out will just log out from the site config here. That's the standard, I have the wrong account, I just need to log out really quickly. Log out everywhere will actually log out of the account, and if it's connected on your calendar or your widget, it'll also log out of those ones as well, or log out in those locations as well. So I would say log out everywhere is best used if you have the G Suite selected. But before we select that, we're going to open up these settings. And this is just, selecting which calendars you want to show inside the calendar module and the widget. So on my actual Google Calendar, I only really update this Alexander Avila one. I don't worry about birthdays, family, or holidays or anything like that. So I'm just going to select this Alexander Burden at Yahoo. I'm not sure why it shows my Yahoo account. For you, it might be different, but for me, it happens to be my Yahoo one. Excuse me. But I can select contacts or holidays if I wanted to, and it'll connect those calendars there as well. All right. So with that one selected, now I'm going to go ahead and select G Suite there, and just refresh this little refresh link in the green message there. And there's no real difference if I open up that calendar integrations. Now G Suite has a little black bubble around it. And let's go ahead and go to the calendar module and just refresh. There we go. So now I have my Google Calendar events there. And just refresh this widget as well. All right, so this widget is now populating with some events there. Great. So what can we do now that this is connected? So this connection is a two-way connection, meaning I can add to this Cyberschool calendar, or this calendar on Cyberschool, I should say, and it'll add to this Google Calendar. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Let's go ahead and let's add an event for next Wednesday. And I'll just say like early dismissal. That might be something we have quite a bit. Oh, yes. When adding an event, it's pretty simple to do. Notice we have two dates up here. This is the starting date, and the second one is the ending date. So if this is an event that extends over a period of time or a few days, we might want to just click this little calendar and choose the date that this is ending. We can also untoggle this all day here and actually set a time, a start and end time for this. This repeats here is if this event is recurring. So if this is a daily event, a weekly event, monthly or annual event as well. Calendar denotes which calendar this is actually going to. I currently just have the one connected, but if I had more than one connected, I would see those appear in this drop down. Title is just the title of the event. And for the description, I'll put there is an early dismissal. Um, dismissal. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go ahead and save that. Great. So that was added for Wednesday the 19th. Let's go ahead and look at the Google Calendar now. And there's that early dismissal. Alright, so it's adding directly to the calendar now. So now let's try adding it from Google on the 20th. I just double click there. Let's say early dismissal from Google. And I'll add a description, sure. This event is from Google. Let's go ahead and save that. So I have that added here for the 20th. Let's take a look at the module now. And I don't see it yet. Let me refresh. And there we go. So the reason why Google shows it immediately is because this calendar is actually showing in a frame and it's refreshing pretty periodically. I would say every couple of seconds or so. But this calendar in Cyberschool actually doesn't refresh. It's not put in a frame or anything like that. So if I want to see the changes, I have to actually refresh my screen here. Just a standard refresh, not a hard refresh or anything like that. No cache clearing going on. But now I have this early dismissal from Google there. And what I can do is actually open that up, and you see the description. This is the event from Google. And I can actually edit this also. So we can add to, we can also edit. This is an edit from CS for Cyberschool. Let's go ahead and save that. So now let's take a look at that. This is an edit from CS. All right, great. So we can edit events right from Cyberschool, and we can also delete events. So let's go ahead and delete this one here. Yes. Let's refresh this. And that event for the 21st is now gone. Alright, and the whole time I've been doing this, it should be appending to this. Yes, appending to this widget as well. Oops. Alright, and that's not the only thing. So if we happen to add an event from Google, let's say on the 25th, and let's say we happen to add in a location. Well, that location will actually be showing on the event posting as well. So if I were to log out and select this event to view more details, I could see the location and also get directions to the location as well. I can also add in a description. So this is a description with a link. And any links that I add, let me just highlight that and select this link option. Any links that I add here will actually be placed onto the event description as well. Will be linked in the event description in Cyberschool also. So this is just a couple things that we can do with Google. Perhaps you're more proficient with Google Calendars than I am, you find a couple more features than actually shown in here. But this is the new integration. Just to kind of reiterate again, we're going to connect to Google using the sign in with Google option. We're going to choose a calendar or calendars to select and then choose the G Suite option. If you happen to change the Google Calendars, let's say I want to link this contacts one there, just choose G Suite one more time, just to kind of update the calendars there and then refresh. And then everything should integrate onto the module as well as the widget.